Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm great. I'm so sorry, I just had to set up everything so I can properly see you. Okay, so very nice to meet you. My name is David. I am writer and director. I I'm director and I'm co-writer. There were 6 more people who wrote the script, so we have a pretty big crew actually. Um, so yes, I already know something about yourself. So this particular meeting is more about you getting to know me. So if you have any questions about myself, about the project, about the everything else, feel free to ask him now.
I think at the end when the video is playing of Alec and he releases the gas that kills everybody,
Mm-hmm.
um, the wife and son, the wife and Edmund also die as well.
Say what?
At the end when he releases the gas that kills everybody in the sub,
Mm-hmm.
Edmund and Alec's wife are
Mhm.
also back in the sub.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
They all die. That's the idea because Alec he kind of failed in his what he wanted to do and now he wants to destroy everything. So it's kind of the finalization of everything that happened. Yes.
Yeah. And that was one thing that was a little confusing when I read it because I know, it's he wasn't supposed to go back inside or into the sub. The whole thing was to get him out of the sub to test him to make sure he was strong enough to survive on the outside. So yeah, I definitely understood that. I was just a little bit curious on that though. But yeah, that's I actually like the script. It's one of those things that with the twist at the end, it's really good.
Thank you. So about the project, you have no other questions. So do you have any questions? No. Okay. Whoa. It's like it does a close up. It just did a close up on the video.
I'm using my I don't know why I did that. I'm using my Xbox One because it has Skype. I can use the computer too.
No. It's sort of cool though. It's fine.
I just have no control. It does that, and I have no control over why it does that.
That's just so weird. That was like. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'll just tell you a little bit about the project and about the Chip Charney Productions, who we are. So Chip Charney Productions, we are an international, I would say, production studio. Well, we don't have it's like a trademark or some sort of like this. It's just a union of like talented people from all over the world. So we have guys from Russia, we have people from United States, from all around the world, from Korea, I guess. People who are working for us and doing the project that we're doing. Most of us are young people, like I am, but we work as a professionals. Like I also work as a professional editor. So yes, and what is arc about is that we're gonna go to Muskogee, Oklahoma. As you already know, we're gonna shoot it. You probably will be required for something like 2 weeks or maybe 1.5 week. Is it okay with you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. In a submarine, we're gonna have a 6 days of shooting inside of the submarine because it's pretty limited time there, but it's actually it's the best trophy you can get because in other places I've been asked for they gave me like a day in a submarine, which is completely not enough. So here we have more than we need actually, 6 days, and we also gonna shoot the flashbacks and all that stuff simultaneously with the submarine stuff. Yeah, and you said that you don't have any place to stay in Moscow, right?
That is correct.
Yes. Okay, it's alright. So do you have any questions, any thoughts that you wanted to share with me about the character? Alec about Alec?
No, actually, I kind of get him as kind of get him like a 1950s or 60s father. Not that he's that old, but his style of leadership for his family.
Mm-hmm.
He's stern when he needs to be, but everything else, he's raised his family to be, very strictly this way.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way we're going to be. This is my way. I am the head of the household, and it will be like this.
Yes, it's pretty much close to what I have in mind. The thing about Alec, he's very, how to say it, he's very manipulative in that way. He has this kind of God's syndrome. Like, he created this place, what you obviously read in the script. He created this place, he controls everything that's going on there, and he's a god, for himself. So he feels himself like he is a god for everyone else, and everyone should do what he wants to do. Yeah. Also, tell me a little bit about your past acting experience. Like, what you did, where you been.
For the past couple of years, well, the past two, I've actually been acting for 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
or going on my second year.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually been in very active in this area as far as movies for a local film festival we have called the Louisiana Film Prize.
Moondance?
Louisiana Film Prize is a short film festival, and the grand prize is $50,000.
Nice.
Yeah. Every year we get over 100 films entered. It grows every year. Like first year was like 106, last year was like 129 films entered, but they only picked the best top 20. And both years, the last two, I've had lead roles in movies that made the top 20.
Mm-hmm.
I was acting for like 3 or 4 months when I got one of my movies made top 20. And I played a diverse of characters, from a handicapped person that was suffering from Hutchinson's disease, which is much like Parkinson's,
Mm-hmm.
to I get a lot of cop roles, and I am actually a cop. It's so there's that. I get a lot of cop military roles. A lot of times I get bad guy roles. I think that has a lot to do with my facial structure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've definitely I've done spy roles.
Mm-hmm.
I've also done like local commercials, stuff like that. So I think over the past like I said, going on second year, I've done about 20 short films. I've done a small speaker role in one feature film called Cut to the Chase. I've had a supporting role in a low-budget feature film, and then I've done about 2 or 3 commercials.
Whoa, that sounds really great. Like you have a lot of experience. Have you ever heard about CineQuest Film Festival? Probably any of your movies went there. CineQuest Film Festival?
No, I've not heard of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's in San Jose. It's a really cool film festival. I'm actually in San Jose right now because of my movie. It plays on the festival. My last movie was on about, I think, 20 to 30 film festivals all around the world. We've been played in Australia, in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, like everywhere. Okay. Anyways, so. Do you have any questions about the characters, the other characters, like in the movie?
I get that the wife is she does what the husband tells her to, but she tries to manipulate him. Mm-hmm. Like when she's talking about maybe putting a tighter leash on Edmund. I also see that Edmund, she cares a lot for Edmund, and that's why she's scared. She doesn't want him to leave the submarine. Mm-hmm. She wants to sit there and coddle him for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
Edmund, I get, he's at that stage where he is, he feels that he's a man that he needs to rebel against his father.
Yeah.
And that's why he goes off and does things on his own without his father telling him. researching the microfilms, doing a land survey, finding the apple, stuff like that. He does all this behind his father's back because he thinks that he's a man now.
Yeah.
And it's I think that psychologically that's proven when in the machine room when he attacks his father to try and leave.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely I think I have a good grasp of the character.
Yeah, you actually really do, because I mean the thing about what's happening with Edmund is that Alec pushes him throughout the whole script to do all these things. He wants his son to be a real man, like strong person. So he pushes him all the time. So when Alec's drama is when Edmund appears to be not strong enough at the very end. When he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go back to the submarine. So that's where his drama going on. Yeah, I see a guitar here. You can play on the guitar. Hmm?
Oh, I'm actually no. I'm trying to learn. I have a video game. It's called. It helps you learn the guitar. I forget what it's called, but I can hook my guitar up to my Xbox,
Oh, okay.
and I play and it kind of shows me the chords and stuff. So I'm not very good.
Well, you learn. You learn. You said you've been in Baghdad, right? You did
Yes,
something.
yes. I work out there as a diplomatic bodyguard right now. I have no clue when I'm going to go back. So we're waiting on my clearance.
Yeah.
But I've worked as a diplomatic bodyguard for U.S. diplomats in Afghanistan and Iraq. Prior to that, I was in the military.
Whoa, that's so cool. I mean, is it interesting? Interesting job.
But
Is it interesting job?
yeah, sometimes it's a lot boring, and then nothing will happen for like a couple weeks, and then you'll be out in Baghdad, and 3 car bombs go off,
Whoa.
and you have to try and drive back, and it's always in the back of your head. Is there another car bomb? Am I going to get while I'm driving back to the embassy? So it's definitely interesting. It also helps me be able to I have to stay physically fit, so
Yeah.
I work out a lot. All the things I've enjoyed doing, martial arts, working out, and shooting weapons, that is all incorporated into the job. So it's definitely challenging. It's not the same thing every day.
Which martial arts do you do? Which style?
I have a third-degree black belt in Okinawan Karate, and I Okinawan Kempo Karate. I usually just say Okinawan Karate because Okinawan Karate, all the styles are basically the same. But I have a third-degree black belt karate, and I have a first degree in Taekwondo, which I actually earned when I was stationed in Korea.
Oh, really? Whoa, that's so cool. Have you ever tried Hapkido?
I've had to train a little bit in Hapkido, not much. What I've switched to now is, and unfortunately I have to try and, there's not a place here I can study, so I have to try and learn off video, would be Russian Sistema.
Because I did a Hapkido for like a couple of years actually. It was pretty fun. Okay, anyway. Yeah, about Afghanistan, I remember time when on my first film I worked with the 80 years old Afghanistan veteran. That was so cool. He was so great. He would be a war pilot or something like that. It was in Russia, so he was. If you heard Russian Afghanistan war, it was some kind of Russian Vietnam war. It was the same in the same way. So yeah, and he was.
Actually,
really
I'm old enough to remember when that was going on.
Really? Whoa, that's cool. Russian-Afghanistan conflict. Yeah, that's great. You said you served in the military, right?
Yes, I was in the U.S. Army Infantry.
Oh, right. Okay. Anyway, so I think what we're gonna do now is that we will try to play the same things you did, but under my directions, as I already wrote to you. So let's just do this one more time after you. I mean, you have a script in mind now and all that. So let's just do this, and I will look at you and tell you if I want to improve something. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, sounds good.
Так, можно мне smartphone? Okay, it is. Okay, let me just grab my lines because I'm going to read for Edmund. Okay. Yeah. Also, do you have anything like claustrophobia or something? Great. Do you have any allergies for makeup?
No.
Because we maybe will have to age you a little bit.
Sure.
Actually.
Yeah.
Because we like
No, I have
you.
no allergies.
Yeah, it's great. Because we like you very much, but Alex is supposed to be a little bit older, so we probably will age you a little bit.
Well, one thing I can do, I usually dye my hair. Of course, I don't know if because my hair is gray around here, just around the sides for whatever reason. I could just not dye it.
Oh, that would be really great. So your hair will be completely gray, if you want that.
No, on top it's not gray, or maybe just a little, but
Okay.
around the sides it's almost all gray.
All right. Then we will figure it out because we will maybe have to do whole of your hair gray, but
Sure.
we will figure it out. Hmm. Okay, so yes, I don't know how your camera works. If you will stand up, what this will be. Oops. Oh right, great. That's so great camera actually. Okay, so alright, let's try scene number. Let's try the Edmund going out scene, which is scene number 4, and you got interior caisson lights off. Okay, so rolling, and 1, 2, 3, and action.
Thought you knew better than this, Edmund.
What? What? How did you get here?
That's not important. What does matter is that you're trying to abandon your mother and I.
It doesn't have to be like this. You guys can come with me too. We can even land together.
What you're doing puts us all at risk. Are you willing to risk everything you have just for this little silly fantasy you concocted?
Maybe I am.
Besides, your little discovery isn't even one. I knew about that piece of land years ago.
You knew about this, and you've been keeping it from me this whole entire time?
I did it for your own good, Edmund.
My own good. You don't even know what that is. That's it. I'm living, and there's nothing you or anyone else in this hellhole can do about it.
You're not going anywhere.
Why can't you just let me go?
Oh, you wanna know why? Because you're not strong enough.
What?
You heard me. You're not strong enough. See what I mean? You ain't last a day out there.
I'd rather die after one day out there than suffocate for the rest of my life with you in here.
Very well. You insist.
Okay, cut. Alright, that was great. So, before I tell everything that I think, because I have lots of stuff to add to this, do you think anything should be added to your character? Because I want to say that the way how I like to work with actors is that I like them to participate in, creating the character. So, for example, couple of Edmund's lines were actually written after working with a guy who gonna play Edmund. So he was like, well, why don't we add this line, and I was like, well, okay, we'll add it to the script, so now it is in the script. So the same can go for your character. If you feel something, if you feel you wanna add something, you feel you wanna remove something, we can discuss it. So now it's time to do this.
No, actually, I think it reads very easily. I know sometimes when I get my lines to a movie, it's very difficult to try and say what they wrote,
Okay.
and so I might paraphrase a little bit and see if that's okay. But this one, it reads really easy. I like it.
Okay, that's great that you like it. I love it. Okay, so now I'll tell what I think. So, first of all, sometimes I don't know if you did it on purpose or you just forget about it. Sometimes you look a little bit frozen, like some actors when they say the lines you staying and not moving at all. That's maybe you wanna do something about it because body language is important, very important, especially in this role. Have you ever seen Blade Runner?
Yes.
Okay, so do you remember the Rutgers Hauer character, Roy Batty? Roy Batty, the one of the androids, the blonde
Yes.
one. So Alec, he's some sort of close to this guy, you know. He's very strong and very smart, and very uncomfortable about everything which is going on. So what Alec is about, he is very energized, you know, very energized, very again fast thinking. Like he's thinking very fast. He analyzes everything very very fast, and he always tries. That's what we will try to do right now. He always tries to somehow restrain himself because he wants to look in Edmund's eyes like, you know, this kind of important, you know, high father who don't raise his voice very often and stuff like that. But actually, he's very, very, very emotional and very, very disappointed about everything what's going on, because I mean, whatever he is doing, not going as it planned to be. You know what I mean? So, for example, he wants to educate Ed, and he sees that Edmund is not really, you know, educatable. He wants that to be like this, and it doesn't work. All that stuff, you know. So, I think what we'll try to do right now, think of it as if you're playing two persons instead of one. So originally you're playing this high intellectual, fast thinking, emotional, energized, ill-minded Alec, who also plays his part as this kind of father-like Alec. Does it make sense? Because I know my accent is hard to understand, so sorry.
I think I got you. So
Yeah.
you know, with this, trying to be willing to change the character mid scene.
Hmm?
You mean kind of like changing the character mid scene, going from
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
It's not even changing him completely. It's like he has this mask on his face,
Right.
and he tries to take it, to have it on him the whole entire time. But sometimes it just cracks, so his emotions going out, you know, and he's a little bit mentally unstable in this point. He's very, very unstable, very, very vulnerable. Okay, so we'll try to do this again. Um, okay. Alright. Alright, yeah. You know what? Try to raise your hands, because I think it responses to moving to your hands. No, it doesn't. Anyway.
No, it moves. Yeah, and that's why I tried not to move too much, because it's also delays too. Like, watch.
Yeah.
It takes like a second for my reaction to go on camera.
Yeah,
So
it
it's about a
doesn't
second behind.
doesn't really do anything. Well, whatever. Um. mm, mm, mm. Okay. Alright, let's just rolling, and 1, 2, 3, 4, action.
But you knew better than this, Edmund.
What? How did you get here?
That doesn't matter. What does matter is that you're trying to abandon your mother and I.
It doesn't have to be like this. You guys can come with me too. We can even land together.
What you're doing is putting us all at risk. Are you really willing to risk everything you have for this silly little fantasy you concocted?
Maybe I am.
And your little discovery isn't even one. I knew about that piece of land years ago.
What? You knew about this and you've been keeping it from Mrs. Hall entire time?
I did it for your own good, Edmund.
My own good. You don't even know what that is. That's it. I'm leaving, and there's nothing you or anyone else in this hellhole can do about it.
You're not going anywhere.
Why can't you just let me go?
Oh, you wanna know why? Because you're weak.
What?
You heard me. You're not strong enough. See what I mean? You ain't last a day out there.
I'd rather die after one day out there than suffocate for the rest of my life with you in here.
Very well. If you insist.
Okay, so how did it feel?
Oh, good. I thought that was more organic.
Yeah, I liked it too. So I really enjoyed this one. I will think about it a little more and tell if we will need to redo this. But so far I like it pretty much. Let's just do scene number. Where it is? Scene number 3. The I'm worried about you, Edmund stuff. You know, the one that we already did. I don't want to go to other scenes simply because you already did this. I just want to, do everything on them on a familiar ground. Okay, and it's rolling and 1, 2, 3, action.
I'm worried about you, Edmund.
Look, Dad,
And this was not the only forbidden item I found under your bed, you know.
Look, Dad, Dad!
There's no reason to be embarrassed. I mean, there's not a single item on this submarine, ergo the world, I am not aware of.
Then why am I making such a big deal about it?
The big deal is I want you to feel comfortable telling me what you're going through. Sticking around, having the mutants steal for you, that's no way to live, son.
What am I supposed to do? Ask you about this stuff? And I'm not even gonna start with the other thing.
I will answer any question you have about the microphones.
What's so bad about me reading them? I mean, if they were as awful as Mom says they are, you wouldn't even have them in the first place, right?
In all honesty, microphones are useless. Treasure what they had to say then. Forgot. They're just old, foolish relics. And you needn't fill your mind with their words, like the ancestors of the mutants did.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Son, you have a choice. This or this.
Okay, cut. Okay, that was actually great. I don't even know what to tell you honestly, because I mean, I being honest with you, I auditioned a couple of Alex before, but you get in the point. Yeah, I think we have to meet in person in a couple of weeks. I'm going to Oklahoma. Where are you staying right now currently? Remind me, please.
Right now, I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Louisiana. Is it far from Oklahoma?
It's actually about 6 hours.
6 hours. Okay. Louisiana. Just wait a second, I'll clear something out. Слушай, мы в Нью-Йорк когда?
Ну, по идее, вначале хорошо было туда попасть в апреле, в середине апреля.
Нет, ты хочешь типа через Оклахому проехать и попасть в Нью-Йорк?
Ну, в принципе, если у нас будет машина, да.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I'm thinking to drive into New York. I've been accepted to university there, and I'm thinking to drive into New York, and maybe I can drop by Louisiana at some point. I'm not really sure. Yeah.
You would actually be going straight through. You'd actually go straight through Shreveport, because you'll be going on I-20.
Oh, that's great. Because the way I'm gonna do, I will go from Los Angeles. I will go from Los Angeles to Muskogee or to Oklahoma City to New York. So if I can pass by your place, that would be awesome. Okay, that would be terrific. All right, I think that's pretty much it. And you know what? Can we do some other scenes now? I'm just curious if you have them in mind. I just want to check you on some other scenes.
You know what? I like, I'm not exactly 100% familiar with this scene, but I like the scene where for it right now. Very first scene. I'm looking for, okay, 4.
Oh, the mutant thingy. Okay. All right. Let me find it because I'm not sure where do I have the whole script. It's such a. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Yeah, just it will download on my phone. Just wait a second. So, you have the visuals on your script, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they make sense as they're presenting approximately what you will see. Yeah.
Yeah, and I see that he's actually forcing him to speak a certain way, where he tells him, address me properly. He wants, and I think you mentioned it's a submarine dialect, and he's forcing him to speak that.
Yeah, it's a submarine lingo. I would tell you even more. We're gonna have an accent coach working with you to develop a certain submarine accent. It's not gonna be anything really hard. It just we made this accent based on some loose British accent a little bit, and also a little bit from a natural submarine sounds. I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird. It's the submarine. It sounds as always like clicks and clocks and stuff. So we kind of introduced it a little bit into human speech. I can't even imitate this accent, but our accent coach he can. Anyway, let me get to. You mean the scene where Alec is like, it was the bilge mutants, I told you you must be stricter, mutants come here. You mean this one?
Yeah, the beginning of that one, yeah.
Okay. Ah, gotcha, it's scene number 4, actually.
Right.
Edmund's recently rematched cabin. Sweet. Alright, Alec, 50 hard man with a stern look. Okay, so yeah, let's try this one. I will read for, well, I guess for everyone else, as we don't have any mutants here.
Okay.
Okay, and it's rolling, and it's 1, 2, 3, and action.
And did you not think about your mother? Did you not think about how she would react?
Father, I
need not your excuses. She spoke to Buster last night. And I know. I find this. What's next?
But
Are you
it's
planning on surfacing us?
but it's not mine. It's not mine.
Have you forgotten your custom? You will address me properly.
This contrabanded. Okay, wait a second. We will do this again. Cut. So I notice you. I think I got what you're trying, but you really overplaying sometimes right now. So it's a little bit not what I want. So just keep it in the same path. I like the idea. I like what you're doing right now. But what you're doing is you sometimes really overplaying. So sometimes it's too angry. It's like, I don't know, like you want to kill him or something like that. It's
Right, okay, so
yeah.
dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, not down, but just don't overplay because it looks unnatural, like it's a stage play or something. I don't like stage plays. Okay, he tries, it says here he tries to hold his temper at destructive whispers. So you might want to start at like some kind of not that angry, and then when Edmund says something, you're like, burst in it. Okay, let's just try it again. And rolling, and it's 1, 2, 3, action.
Did you not think about your mother? Did you not think about how she would react?
Father,
I need not your excuse. You spoke to Buster last week. And now I find this? What's next? Do you plan on surfacing us?
It's not mine.
Forgotten yourself, Edmund? You will address me properly.
But... No buts.
Oh,
No
no buts.
Those contrabanded materials belong not to me.
Do not belong to you? Was this a Bilgeman's? Was this a Bilgeman student doing? Was it them?
Cha-ching! Yes, they gave it to me. I haven't even, the Merwans bestowed upon me the contrabanded materials. I have not even read them.
Next is Annie.
Oh, sorry about that. There was 3 bells. Why don't you not head up to clean up, Alec? There you are. It's your turn to do the rope yarns this week. What happened?
Oh, well, look what I found under his cot.
Oh, great engine! Edmund, I'm so disappointed in you. This is such a maelstrom.
It was the Bilgeman's. I told you we must be strict.
Mutants, come here.
Alright, he whistles and Karen there comes. Yeah.
Oral, Huxley, Edmonton, Bourbon, Bio, even the Declaration of Independence. How dare you give these things to my son?
What? Oh, that is ours. I'm sorry, Captain. Toads, beetles, balls, lights on you. Edmund, how can you go under the desk and read this? Please don't do this to... And Edmund, talking to you, Edmund, please don't do this to them.
What?
Now it is time to do our morning exercises. We will wait until you finish, dear. And you wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Annie, wait. Edmund, what is wrong?
Give it up, yeah. Give it up, Ed. So sympathy.
Okay,
Yeah.
give it up, Ed. Save the sympathy for something that matters.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it cut. Alright, so generally you're fine. You're doing really great. I think I caught the most the biggest bias that we have for now is that sometimes you don't play really realistically, but this particular role requires to be really realistic. So you just in general might want to be a little bit more realistic on that point. Okay?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. It's and I remember the scene. I just wasn't off book on that. That's why I had to keep on looking down.
Yes.
So I kind of had to help back on
Yeah,
that.
I know we're not gonna try this one again because it's too much mess. In terms of being real, in terms of being realistic, let's just try the scene number 3 again.
Okay.
And just everything that you have in mind, everything that you're doing is right, you're doing really good, but just try to be a little bit more realistic.
Sure.
Let me find it. Natural, yeah, natural. Where is it? Number 3, here we go. Okay. Alright, so it's interior, observing room, Edmund lingers near the door, and rolling, and it's 1, 2, 3, action.
Worried about you, Edmund.
Look, Dad,
This was
not the only forbidden item I found under your bed.
Dad!
You'd be embarrassed, son. There's not a single item on this submarine, ergo the world, I do not know about.
But why are you making such a big deal about it?
The big deal is I want you to feel comfortable talking to me about what you're going through. Sneaking around and having the mutants steal for you is no way to live, son.
What am I supposed to do? Ask you about this stuff? And I'm not even going to start with, and I'm not even going to start with the other thing.
I'll answer anything you want to know about the microphone.
What's so bad about me reading them? I mean, if they would be as awful as Mom says they are, you wouldn't even have them in the first place, right?
No, honestly, Evan, microfilms are useless. People used to treasure what they had to say back in the day. And look what I got. These old, foolish relics. And you didn't even poison your mind with their word like the ancestors of me did.
I mean, I don't know.
Look, son, you have a choice to make. This or this.
Great. Okay, yeah, I think now it's fine. Did you feel any difference? Did you feel yourself more organic on that one?
Yeah, I definitely organic, more organic. I kind of loosened up a little bit that time.
Yeah.
I know I wanted to. I deliberately sat down at a certain point when I was trying to get him to feel comfortable around talking to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I sat down then, because I want to get to eye level with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 'cause the way I picture the scene, he's sitting down and he's kind of like, you know how you trouble when you're a kid and you're like this, you know. And so I want to be able to try and get him to open up and tell him, okay, this is nothing anymore. You know, it's old, it's worthless.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're actually pretty good. I don't really have anything else to do with the acting, at least for now. I mean, of course, we have to meet in person, and then it would be the whole other story. It would be more complicated than that, but just in generally, so far, I really like your performance. So I guess we will meet either in person in 2 weeks or on Skype in the next couple of weeks, and I will have to, do something else. So yeah, it was very nice talking with you. Any last questions that you have? Anything?
Not right now, no, I'm good.
Yes, okay. Yeah, so for movie, yeah, by the way, if you're interested about what's going to be with the movie after we do this, it's going to be around, I think, 40 minutes long. So I'm really not sure. I don't think we will get any real profit out of it except the portfolio contribution, of course. But we will put it on all film festivals where we can, and we have numerous film festivals credits, like my film were premiered at Cannes. Some other guys, I think someone from our crew got an Oscar nomination, I think so. Anyway, so it was really nice talking to you, so thank you so much for having your time there, and well, good luck. So,
Alright, thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Так. Не, ну играет он вообще, конечно, классно.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. This is a